They have, I think a lot of the bigger companies have the financial luxury of caring about some of that stuff. I will say Twitter,
but you have to
again,
find...
like, it was an unintended consequence that Twitter elected Trump, but Twitter's 15th employee was in charge of social responsibility, and so it's been baked into the DNA of that company for a while. Like,
okay.
Start with the gals at Project Include, okay. And I think they have the biggest lens on like Slack is like the most woke company there is. Like, but start there. I think those girls have their finger on the pulse of what's going on.
Yeah.
Like companies like Uber. It's amazing that you're building software to get over bias, and yet people still bias when you talk about software. I know, right? More meta bullshit. Again, I think as with everything, even when I'm just trying to sell, I try and like think of my pitch, and then I try and think of their shoes and what I'm hearing on their side. And so, some of the stuff like relating it to the bottom line is important, right? And that's, Uber's going to suffer. Like they're not going to get access to the very best talent right now as a result. Yeah.
It actually hurts. And when we even look at like diversity at Google, where like every 10 black engineers, there's at least 5 of them that are Haitian, and I'm Haitian. Meanwhile, it's still hard.
Well, we have a company called Tala. Used to be called InVenture. It's called Tala, run out of Santa Monica. Female founder and CEO who's amazing. And 3/4 of the company is non-white. You talk about like black engineers. We have like engineers from Africa. You know what I mean? Like it's just fully on. Like, and just the right companies can find the very best talent because she has an amazing culture. Like it's a really great place to work, and the work they're doing is fulfilling. Yeah, Code for America is actually, that's a great, the knowledge is here. Code for America is amazing. Jennifer Palka runs that. She's a really inspiring person. They're doing super cool shit. In fact, Jennifer is one of the people that we've been consulting with on building this tool for, I mean, I for that prison, or the penal thing I was talking about, like, I think text messaging just does it. Like, I think getting kids to install an app is hard. You either text or you go through WhatsApp or Messenger. Yeah, exactly. 70% of these kids have the same phone number a year later, but the others don't. But they all have the same WhatsApp and Facebook.
Right. Handles, so how do we get involved with that when you're like?
Let's start with Code for America. That's a really great.
They have local.
The other one is places. Start with the Obama Foundation. Like, send them a note.
Why don't you create it?
Well, no, I mean, like, I do think like
not
founder.
You, but
like, founder dating is a real thing, right? Like, you've got chops, but you don't necessarily have the idea to apply them to yet, or like you're not the person who's going to raise the money and like or publicly message it. Like I do think we all have these core these core abilities that are very the last code I coded was basic. I mean, I was on an Apple II Plus, so then I did like a graduate degree in math, so I understand what happens in the black box, but I can't write it, so I couldn't build something without asking somebody else. But I know I have things that I can do that Jeff Lawson at Twilio can't do, so that's why we were good collaborators.